Hi, I'm Kate Cassidy. I'm VP of Advanced Markets at Barnum Financial Group, and we're here today to talk about a relatively new estate planning strategy that's available to Connecticut residents. It's called a Domestic Asset Protection Trust. And it's kind of an exciting strategy in the estate planning world because it allows the person who sets up the trust, the grantor, to be able to retain some access to the trust assets. So it's a way to put your own assets in trust for yourself. And that can be a very effective and flexible strategy, both for asset protection and for estate tax planning. And it's a strategy that's been available in other states for decades, states like Alaska and South Dakota and Nevada, the states where they actually purposely draft their trust law to attract people to the state. And we've been a little bit behind the times when it comes to our trust law, but recently in the last few years, the state has revamped its trust law, and now we have this strategy that really is kind of on the cutting edge of estate planning. So I'm here today to talk about it with one of our financial advisors who has actually worked on this type of case and can tell you a little bit more about the kind of client it's good for, how it works, and what's attractive about it. So I'm here with Ben Soccodato. Ben, you want to give a little intro to who you are and what you do?
Absolutely. Kate, very nice to work with you on this case, but on so many cases. I'm Ben Soccodato. I'm a certified financial planner with Barnum Financial Group's SKG Team. And we do a lot of estate planning, Kate and I. So we spend a lot of time talking about basic matters with our clients, but really important matters, figuring out kind of how to get their stuff to where they want it to go. And then some more complex matters. And today's conversation will be a fairly complex topic. Took me a while to understand it, but after multiple meetings with the client and the legal team, I think everybody was in agreement it was the right strategy for the client's situation.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you think in general is attractive about a DAPT? We call them a DAPT, a Domestic Asset Protection Trust.
A DAPT.
A DAPT, yeah, DAPT.
A DAPT, yes. A DAPT.
Right.
So when we think about irrevocable trusts, the word irrevocable, in most circumstances means there's restriction, right? There's limitation. I'm giving up some level of control in exchange for some level of protection. In many cases, if it's an asset that we think is going to highly appreciate, I'm removing growth from my estate for estate tax purposes. That can be very beneficial. And what was really attractive about this strategy was we're getting pretty much all the benefits, but without the lack of flexibility and control that normally would come with an irrevocable trust.
Right. This particular client that we worked on together was a business owner.
Correct.
So I believe that he put a big piece of his business into the trust.
Yeah, so I think he was really the ideal prospective client because his business was in a position where it's been growing fairly aggressively already. The valuation of the business has been moving up, more than market growth rate. And they were getting ready to expand. So his intentions were to continue to expand the business, theoretically increasing value in the future. So the idea of I can capture, which, we've both been doing this for a long time. We've seen federal estate tax exemptions as low as $1 million in our career. Now we're seeing federal estate tax exemptions at $15 million roughly. Per person. I can remove this valuable asset today that's getting more valuable out into the future from my taxable estate, and I don't have to give up the control to the extent that I normally would have in the past.
Right.